Okay, so we've got some really cool stuff to dig into today,
Yeah,
all about Costa Rica.
it's like a pretty amazing place.
Sounds like it, right? We got a bunch of segments about lodging and jungle adventures and
Oh, we have those beaches.
those beaches and food, of course.
Food is always good,
Always, yeah.
especially in a place like Costa Rica.
So we're going to try to pull out the key insights here. You know,
Yeah.
for somebody who wants to get up to speed quickly, like what you really need to know to understand what a Costa Rican experience could be all about.
Yeah, I think we've got some really good stuff here.
Yeah.
And we've got one segment that talks about places to stay
Right.
and jungle adventures, and then another one that really dives into the beaches and the local food.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty amazing place.
Yeah, it really does sound incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with the lodging.
Okay.
It sounds like it's much more than just your typical hotel experience there.
Yeah, I think what's really interesting is how much the place you stay can really be part of the Costa Rican experience.
Uh-huh.
So if you're looking for something like super luxurious,
Yeah.
the Arenal region is known for these eco lodges.
Okay.
And just imagine you're like relaxing in these hot springs and you've got this volcano right in front of you.
Wow.
So it's not just about like having a comfortable bed,
Right.
It's about really being immersed in this incredible natural environment.
So you're really there, right? Like you're really in it.
You're in it. Yeah.
That sounds pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Now, for those of us who maybe are on a little bit more of a budget,
Sure.
what are the more affordable options?
Well, you want to look into something called cabinas.
Cabinas.
Cabinas, yeah.
Okay.
And these are like, often family run.
Okay.
And they're really charming. And often they're like, these brightly painted bungalows.
Oh, cool.
And it's a really authentic experience.
Yeah.
And it's obviously much more budget friendly than staying in like, a fancy lodge.
Right.
But it's a really great way to really connect with the local culture too.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's got to be a good way to get,
Oh, yeah.
to experience the real deal.
Yeah. And the owners often have the best tips.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Like where to go, what to see.
Like the insider stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And for the real adventurers out there, the tree houses in Monteverde sound absolutely incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever stayed in a tree house?
I haven't, but it's definitely on my bucket list.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine falling asleep to like the sounds of the jungle all around you?
That would be amazing.
That would be pretty special, yeah.
Yeah. And it really shows how Costa Rica is so committed to integrating tourism with its natural beauty,
Yeah.
in a way that really protects the environment.
Right.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. And it sounds like being mindful of sustainability is a big part of choosing where to stay in Costa Rica.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you should really try to look for eco-conscious accommodations
Right.
because Costa Rica is known for being a leader in ecotourism. And, it makes you think, how often do we think about the environmental footprint of where we stay when we travel?
That's a really good point. We're so busy thinking about, is the bed comfy and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, what about the impact on the environment?
Right.
That's a really good question.
That's something to think about.
Okay, so we've got lodging. You've got some pretty unique options there.
Yeah.
But let's talk about actually getting into that jungle.
Okay.
Because that seems like a key part of any Costa Rican adventure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The rainforest is like,
Yeah.
front and center. It's like a must-do.
It's teeming with life, right?
Like, it's incredible. Like, so much biodiversity.
And zip lining sounds like the way to go.
Oh, yeah. You get this, like, bird's eye view
Yeah.
of this incredible environment.
And you get to see all the creatures, right? Like,
Oh, yeah. Monkeys and sloth and these incredibly colorful toucans.
wow.
And you see them, like, up close
Right.
in their natural habitat.
It's not like you're at the zoo.
No, it's much more real
Right.
and I think more exciting, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Now, Manuel Antonio National Park
Yes.
also comes up as like a must-do.
It's very popular.
But there's a really good tip here about when to go.
Yeah, you got to get there early
Yeah.
because it can get crowded.
Yeah.
Especially, if you want to see the wildlife
Right.
and really enjoy the experience.
And have a little bit of peace and quiet.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, I love the daytime energy of nature,
Right.
but the rainforest at night,
Oh, yeah.
that sounds like a whole different world.
It is. It's like a completely different place at night
Wow.
because all these nocturnal creatures come out.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you did a guided night hike,
Yeah.
it'd be like a totally different set of sights and sounds.
Right.
It's amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And for the thrill seekers out there,
Oh, yeah.
whitewater rafting on the Pacuar River.
Oh, yeah. That's world class.
World class, yeah. So it sounds like if you're planning a trip to Costa Rica,
Yeah.
packing the right gear is going to be key.
Oh, for sure. You want to pack light,
Okay.
breathable clothes, and definitely a raincoat.
Raincoat for sure.
Yeah, because the weather can change pretty quickly.
Right.
You could have sunshine 1 minute
Yeah.
and then a downpour the next.
It is the tropics, right?
Exactly.
And it also sounds like brushing up on some basic Spanish phrases
Yeah.
is a good idea.
Yeah, even just a few greetings.
Mm-hmm.
It shows respect for the local culture,
Yeah.
and it can really enhance your interactions with people.
Makes you feel a little bit more,
Yeah,
like you're part of it.
part of it. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we've talked about some amazing places to stay
Yeah,
and how to get your adrenaline pumping in the jungle.
right.
Let's talk about those beaches
Okay.
because, Costa Rica is famous for its beaches.
It is. And they're not just beautiful.
Yeah.
They're really diverse.
So there's like a beach for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you're a surfer,
Yeah.
where should you go?
Tamarindo.
Tamarindo.
That's the place to be.
Okay.
And it's got a really lively atmosphere, too.
Okay, so you can, surf during the day
Yeah,
and then party at night.
exactly.
Sounds fun.
It does.
Now, what if you're looking for something a little more secluded,
Okay.
a little more off the beaten path?
Yeah.
Where would you go?
You want to head to the Nicoya Peninsula,
Okay.
and specifically a place called Santa Teresa.
Santa Teresa.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be, like, incredibly tranquil
Oh, wow.
with amazing sunsets.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, like a real hidden gem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for those of us who like to, explore under the sea,
Snorkeling.
snorkeling, yeah.
The Caribbean coast is the place to go.
Okay.
And Puerto Viejo is known for having incredibly clear waters.
Wow.
So it's perfect for that.
Oh, that's cool. So
Yeah.
you've got like the Pacific coast and the Caribbean coast,
Right.
and they've got different vibes, right?
Oh, yeah, totally different.
Yeah.
So you can really choose the experience you want.
Right.
Like if you want to surf and party,
Yeah.
you go to the Pacific.
Yeah.
And if you want like calm waters and snorkeling,
Yeah.
you go to the Caribbean.
Caribbean, okay.
All right, cool.
Now, all that adventuring and beaching
Yeah.
is bound to work up an appetite.
Oh, for sure.
So let's talk about the food,
Okay.
which sounds amazing.
The food is incredible in Costa Rica.
Yeah, they say it's really fresh and flavorful.
Oh, yeah, super fresh.
And diverse.
And there's something for everyone.
So let's start with breakfast.
Okay.
What's the go-to breakfast dish?
Gallo Pinto.
Gallo pinto.
It's like rice and beans,
Okay.
but it's so good.
So good, yeah.
Yeah, it's a staple.
And then for lunch,
Okay.
you got to try the casado.
Oh, yeah, the casado is classic.
Classic.
Yeah, it's like rice and beans and plantains
Okay.
and salad,
Yeah.
and then you get to choose your protein.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's a really nice, complete meal. Yeah. And it's a great way to kind of experience
Yeah.
the local flavors.
Now being right by the ocean, I imagine seafood is pretty popular.
Oh, yeah, especially ceviche.
Ceviche, yeah.
It's super popular.
Okay.
And it's so refreshing.
Yeah. Perfect for that,
Tropical climate.
tropical climate. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for those of us with the sweet tooth,
Oh, yes.
what should we be looking out for?
Tres leche cake.
Tres leches cake.
Oh, my God, it's like heavenly.
Really?
Oh, good.
Okay, I'm adding that to the list.
Yeah.
Now it sounds like there's a particular type of local restaurant
Yeah.
that's really worth checking out.
Just sodas.
Sodas.
Sodas, yeah.
Yeah.
They're these small local restaurants,
Okay.
and they serve really delicious food,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really affordable.
That's what we like to hear, right?
Yeah.
So you get the real deal
Yeah,
without breaking the bank.
exactly.
So between the beaches and the food,
yeah.
any other practical tips for someone planning a trip?
Well, the tap water is safe to drink in most places.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, so you can stay hydrated
Mm-hmm.
and save money
Yeah.
on bottled water.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
you really got to try the fresh fruit juices.
Oh, yeah.
They're incredible.
Okay.
So refreshing.
I've sold.
Yeah. And packed with vitamins.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here, from those eco lodges near volcanoes
Uh-huh.
to zip lining through the rainforest
Oh, amazing.
to the beaches
They're beautiful.
to that incredible food.
Yeah, Costa Rica really does have it all.
It sounds like an adventure waiting to happen.
It is.
And it makes you think.
Yeah.
When you consider all that Costa Rica has to offer,
Right.
like its biodiversity
Mhm.
and its focus on sustainability
Right.
and the fact that you can really immerse yourself in the culture,
Yeah.
it makes you wonder how exploring a place like that,
Yeah.
with these diverse ecosystems and this different way of life might actually change your perspective on travel and even our relationship with the environment.
That's a really good point.
Maybe it's not just about having a great trip,
Yeah.
but also about, how we explore the world.
And the impact we have.
Yeah, and the impact we have, exactly.
That's something to think about.
Definitely food for thought.
Absolutely.
All right, well, that's our deep dive on Costa Rica.
What a place.
What a place.
I'm ready to go.
Me too.